and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of The Young Farmer. My name is Andy, as always. You join me riding shotgun here on the Amazon Pantera. Today we have been out doing a spraying contract for a customer not too far away from the estate ground, actually. We're spraying off some wintered barley. It's been a lot of barley in this area has been having a bit of an issue with brown rust, which can be quite prevalent. It looks like rust on the leaves of the plants there, and it's something that can come around mainly because of the milder autumn conditions there. So we've been just getting after that. We've got quite a few acres done in the last couple of days up here. So, but today we're finishing out just before lunchtime, and we're going to go and have a look at a few different things. But we're going to take this back up to the yard, park it at the estate yard there, where we'll be back to do a little bit of spraying to do later on in the week, I think, all being well. So we're just going to wing along here. Fortunately, it doesn't take us too long to get back in this thing. However, you do have to slow down for speed bumps. I found out to my displeasure the other day. Just hop over there like that. Wonderful. And then again, we've been keeping pretty busy of late. We were out and about recently. We've got quite a lot of work. Anthony is out cutting hedges on a contract far away from the bay on a big block, like a block of land over that way for a big contract. So he's going to be there for about a week or so, which should be good for him. George is almost exclusively working at the BGA at the moment on that power plant because they're looking a little bit understaffed. So we've contracted him out to there. He is cutting our straw down first thing in the morning with his New Holland and the loader on the front there as well, so he's able to take it because I have the telehandler up here today. And then he is spending the day down there loading up, and then when we have everything ready to go on our side, he's taking it all away with him again. So he is keeping himself very busy, which is good, great to see. And Chris is joining me on the spraying mission, and he's also, he does it around here where possible as well. He is doing any of the bits and pieces, any land work as it comes in as well. So that's always good. We're gonna back in. No, we've got room to turn around in there. We did bring over one of our spraying tankers here. It's nearly ready to go back, actually. It's empty pretty much. We're just going to do a little bit of washing down and mixing out here. Beautiful turn circle on this thing. It's absolutely fantastic. Ideal for this little area. Little stack yard, I guess you could call it. And we're just going to wash out the spray here, get this all finished up, and then we're going to go and jump in the telehandler, take that away home via this... well, an interesting afternoon and a look at the future, I would say. So bear with me and we'll come back to you. Alright, so as you can see, we kind of have like everything we need for a mini wash station here. We've got a chemical storage locker, which is actually now empty. And we've got some old IBCs as well that we can use if we need to, but this is where we just like to keep the big bows as well. I'm going to have to come back and get that today, I think, 'cause like I say, it is empty. So I'll come back in one of our class tractors and pick that up. But the Pantera now... Pantera just isn't quite strong enough to pull that behind itself, and I haven't got a good mounting point for it either way, so that's certainly not going to be happening anytime soon. But what we're just going to do is scoot around the corner here. We'll just park it safely up in the shed for the day. We're getting some acreage covered now, spraying with... I think we've probably got, what's it going to be now? This is 24 meters and then our sprayer is 32 there, so it's a 56 meters. 52 meters actually, it's a 20 meter sprayer. So yeah, we're getting a lot of ground covered on a single pass really, so it means that we are able to get everything that we need ticked off the list. And let's just get that stuck around here. Back into there. Happy days. The estate work is going well though. All of the winter drilled crops are hanging on in. Looking good. They've survived actually. Not too much of the issue with the rust as far as we're concerned at the moment there. Maybe because tier 1 stage was drilled a little bit earlier. Possibly I got rid of it all there and managed to avoid that, but we'll keep an eye on it. Like I say, everything else is kind of as it was really. This yard is very much just kind of locked down and shut down, which is... It's fine from my perspective. I don't need to use it for anything else. Oh, there's a beacon on over there. Let's go and get that turned off. But yeah, it's nice to know that we got the space should we need it. We might look to try and store a bit of straw in this area next season, and we'll see how that comes around. We did have the Unimog last time you saw us. We had the Unimog on the demonstration. Really, we had hold of that. I loved that machine. That was wonderful. Served our purposes no end as well. Looking into trying to acquire one of those somehow. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll have to see. We don't have any more though, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd have been straight up to get the trailer with that. But we'll have to make do. We'll have to find another way, and I'm sure we will be able to. Now, I need to figure out and get my map to see where we're going here. But yeah, that's another thing that we would like to kind of bring into the fleet there. It would certainly help when we, next summer there, we're trying to get some prices locked down and agree to for buying straw in by the acre, really. So standing straw, so we can then get that build up. So if we can do that and we know we're going to have an allotted amount, then yeah, we're going to definitely have to look into getting a, something like a Unimog at least, because then we can get it used on multiple different areas. Off we go then. So I hope you're all doing very well. Do let us know what you're getting up to and how that's all coming along for you there, where you're working in particular, and what you're driving. We always like to know. It gives me some interest in reading back there as we go along. But the rest of the day is going to be something very interesting. It's been something that I have been researching a lot. It's been... I'll lift it up a bit so I can see. Oh, there you go. It's been something that a manner of change in the way and our approach to cultivations that I've been thinking about for a while there. That miscanthus is looking good though, isn't it? It's something that we... There's a train going over there, off it goes. It's something that we've been thinking about in the terms of how we can diversify my cultivation range, production, efficiency, and it seems like it ticks all those boxes there. It's a new method of drilling that's going to be quite interesting. It does take a while to establish, and the biggest kind of issue or question mark I have really is the initial outlay you have to put into it in terms of implementation costs. So that's what we need to really kind of nail down and see what that looks like for us, because I'm really not sure at the moment. But we'll figure that one out. We will get that sorted. So I've been looking at different options there. I've been looking at a few different farmers who are already set up with this kind of thing up and running there and getting their input on what they think of it. And a few names kept coming back up to me, one of which was a name, Novag. Now, Novag have been in touch with me recently, and they've kind of reached out, said that they're willing to give me a demonstration of one of their new drills, which is awesome. And we'll discuss it a bit more when I get to see it, because it makes it a little bit easier to kind of put my ideas and the philosophy into action and to describe it a little bit better. But it is something that it does wonders by its minimal or zero tillage, so it really does prevent soil disturbance and really does allow for a better soil quality structure. Nitrogen content, nutrition content in there as well, so and drainage and water consolidation. So there's a lot to look at. There's a Novak button, so I'm in the right place. And we're just going to park this up over here because we are... there's a truck there, I don't know who that belongs to. Oh, JCB as well. But it is quite a beast of a drill. It's about 6 meters wide. And they were telling me that it does require, and I'll show you why it does require, but it requires quite a bit of power to pull the thing. And so to entice me a bit further, they've strapped it onto possibly the one machine that I would like to see in my arsenal, still leading my fleet. It is of course a 960 Axion TerraTrack there, and it is majestic. Look at that thing, it's absolutely huge. So the drill itself, like I say, 9 meters wide, 6 meters wide, beg your pardon there. It has extra weight on there. This thing really does rely on friction to work properly, so extra weight on the edge of the booms there does ensure that these coulters along the edge really do get pushed down into the ground, which is very important. And it is, as a result of that, with the weight and the style in which it drills, there's a lot of metal there to pull, so it does require about 300 horse or more. My tractors there are just a bit too shy of that at the moment, so it would probably be a struggle. I think where I'm looking at about 270, 280 for me, so it wouldn't like that too much. But they even put this handy little board here, and this is great because it shows you how the zero till works, and it's minimal disturbance. You can see by the picture there that it does it allows for the seed pellet and the fertilizer pellet to be put into the same slot. which allows you for obviously enhanced fertilization. There's no need for a second application there. But you can see that crucially it's working through any cover crops as well. So what that allows it to do is for the root structure that's already in there to be capitalized and used by the seed to really grow and establish. So that's what it's kind of looking into. So what we're going to do, we're going to give it a go. We're going to try this. This was the field, now you may remember, some of you out there, this was the field that we harvested beans in with the Agro Ideal for a customer. And not long after that we came along there and we direct drilled really some soya or an oilseed radish cover crop in here. There's a little bit of vetch in here amongst other things as well there, but it's doing its job. That was about 6 weeks ago now, if not a bit more. So cover crop's doing exactly what you'd expect it to do. The big broad leaves there are attracting and capturing all the sunlight, which during photosynthesis is worked down into the soil as nitrogen. So you've got that nitrogen in the ground, you've got that root structure in the ground. So the idea is that this drill comes along, just drills into the top of that there, and really enhances that growth. So we're going to give this a go. Now I know what the keys are for the for both the JCB and the class. Been told that it's already full up, but if I need a little bit more seed, it's going to be in the hopper there. We're drilling some triticale today, which will be interesting to see. It's a hybrid in itself. So we're going to have a look see here, and I've been told not to drill the whole field there. It's just going to be, this field's quite big, it's about 35 acres. We're going to do about 5 or 6 acres, I think, just to have a go with it and see how we get on. Jump into what is a beautiful, beautiful tractor. So before we go anywhere else, there is a mountain of different hydraulic hoses all hooked up there. So let's see if we can figure out how we're going to fold this up, just to have a play with it. And that one, oh, down goes the steps. That folds up pretty neatly indeed, so that's pretty interesting. And nice and narrow on the road. Let's have a look at what this looks like whilst it's all done, I guess. You can see the coldness here. You've got the press wheels on the back, so that you've got your disc slot that goes through first. And that helps to work through and push the seed and the fertilizer down. And then these black wheels on the back there, they press the slot back into place and cover it over again when you finish. So there's a lot of work to be done there. So that's all looking, I'm impressed with how narrowly it folds up right behind the track there. Some nice big wheels on there to spread that weight across the board a bit. But hey, let's just get ourselves into the field. Now what I do need to do is set up an AB line on here as well, so we're gonna have a bit of a play around with making sure we get that all done, and then we'll get after it. Fortunately, very familiar with this whole setup. GPS is on there. We'll just get a quick line in here. We're good. Okay. Wait, we'll just fold that back down again. But yeah, I love how well made this looks. It's a beast of a looking thing. Now there are a few different drills out there that do the similar sort of thing. A John Deere 750A is a very good example of one. Great Plains have a few different drills as well that I'm aware of. There is a drill maker called Cross Slot, which work in a very similar manner. But yeah, very, very similar indeed. So we'll just get everything programmed into here, see if I can find it should be coming through onto this monitor here, but I'll see if I can find it, and then we'll get ourselves going. Alright, that should be everything set up with the GPS. Let's just see if we can have a climb up here. We've got two monstrously big hoppers. Obviously you got your triticale seed in the front here, fertilizer in the back, and then two more filters on the back there as well. That's all looking good. Let's just get ourselves away with it then, shall we, I think? Fold that one over there. Let's see about getting that one away. GPS is in. Okay. So the only sound, there's no PTO in this, it's only air driven. So the only thing you've really got to battle with after that is friction, which is where the power comes into it. Okay, I think we're away then. Looks like we are. Fantastic stuff. I think I've got this all set up. I'll have to keep playing around with it though, and see what that looks like. I do have a little bit of help from a contractor of mine I use at the farming agency, who are my agronomists and my go-to. Really, they are really helping things out here. So it's all looking good, and we'll keep sticking along there. So I've been in discussion with them for a while about what they're able to do here and how that looks. I just want to have a quick stop here. Make sure everything looks like it's set up okay. I feel like I almost want to lower the front end down a bit, really, on that Ram. How am I going to do that? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better now. We've actually just managed to lower it down. Took a while to figure out which spool valve it was on. Turns out I just needed to turn the tap on one there, but much better. Kind of gliding through that a little bit better now. And so yeah, the idea behind this as well is obviously, so we're going and using zero tillage, which is great, but also we're not, because we are doing zero tillage there, we're not having to use any other cultivation. We're not using any other drivers, any of the tractors, any of the fuel, any wear and parts on any machines. So we really are able just to get pushing along with this, which is great stuff. So all being well, we can continue this and really kick on. What we'd like to do is get a good try of this for a week or so, but today, like I say, we're only going to get about 6 acres. So I think what I'll end up doing here is taking a bit of a block out the middle. GPS is all set up on it as well, so we don't have to worry about that. We just want to have a bit of fun with it, really, and see how it's going. It's making more of a mess behind than I thought it would, I'll be honest there, but it still seems to be doing a good old job. And we'll have a look see. Did that lift up in time? Yes, it did. Perfect. So we're just going to come around here, take a nice slow turn. GPS clicks back in, and then we're away again. Perfect stuff. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. This tractor, to be fair, absolutely soars along with it. It's not messing around with this at all. This has got, what, 360 or maybe even 400 horsepower in this one, I think. I'll have to check the specs. But yeah, it's a beauty. I'd love to get a machine like this on tracks. It'd be absolutely incredible. That's when I know really that the business has really hit the top and is looking all good there. But some way away from that one, I dare to dream. But yeah, like I say, we're going to keep on going anyway, see what we can get done with it. What we may even do, I did bring my drone along to have a look at it. I have got permission to use that, but we'll see how we get going. It would be nice to get some more photos of the tractor, that's for sure. I'm trying to figure out what if we did. There's a big cost implementation as I mentioned, sorry, to integrate a machine like this into a system. First of all, the drill itself is not cheap. You have to buy that one outright, and that's this drill is north of 100k. Let me tell you that much. And then we need a tractor to pull it, so that's going to be expensive as well. So what the thought process would be, what else could I use this tractor for? The rest of my fleet there does everything. It can do anything from carton bales to pulling a tether to pulling one of the big balers and pulling a drill. So what would I use a 400 plus horsepower tractor for? I don't have, especially if you consider that the aim of this tractor would be to reduce down cultivation. So we probably wouldn't need things like a bigger, you know, a big plowing tractor there, because we're not going to be doing much of it in theory. So that's kind of where my brain is going with this at the moment. Well, I didn't pull it properly, it looks like that. That's something I've learned. But anyway, yeah, we're going to keep pushing through and see how we get along here. We'll do this little block. I do love having GPS though. It makes for a really good, easy, enjoyable ride there. But yeah, we'll see how we get going. So we're just going to keep cracking along here. And enjoying what is a lovely autumn day here again. We've had some great weather of late. It is a bit milder. We're expecting it to change at some point in about 2 weeks time. I think we're gonna get another cold front rolling through, but at the moment there, you just gotta make the most of it, really, and we will continue to do that. I don't know who's still got some bales out the front there, but they're either going for like a grid grazing method there, or they are going to be ruined. But I'm sure someone's got a reason for it. But yeah, this is what we're looking into anyway. This is a great little system. It's a good looking cover crop. I'm pleased George actually came out and worked this one down after we had finished harvesting that soya, only because there was quite a lot of residue on the top, so he went over it once with the Valstad, And then I came out here and drilled it with the big horse. Now it worked over quite well. It's looking like a good crop here, actually. Good catch crop. It did exactly what we wanted it to. So yeah, it's all very good indeed. So we'll have to wait and see how this has all worked out, really. But we'll cross that bridge as and when we can. Right now, though, we're just going to keep coming along here. Take that off. Now, that didn't lift up properly last time. There you go. Up they come. And down it goes again. Wonderful. Fantastic stuff. So we'll be keeping an eye on this field here with the Novak team there, and also with the owner of the field there, who was very intrigued himself to see how this went. So I think we're going to find out a little bit more about what that looks like in terms of future work with him, because he does have quite a bit of a land of his own there, which I don't know what he's doing with at the moment, but we've been doing a bit of spraying for him. We did the harvesting there as well, so I think we're slowly working our way in with him, which is good, which is very, very good. And we're just going to probably, for now, we're going to wait for the rep to give me a phone call back. But we're clicking along here at quite a rate, so what we might do is do this strip up the middle and then come down again, and we'll probably leave it like that, because I know they've got a few other farmers who will come and have a look at this, so I want to take up all the fun today. Yeah, it's working pretty well there. So for the last minute or two here, we're just going to get the drill up in the air, we'll get the drone up in the air, and we'll take some pictures of the drill here, I reckon. Just about us done here. I think we're going to go down to stop here. Let's disengage GPS. Oh, lift that up. Perfect. And we'll just pull it back off the crop pocket, kind of where we found it here, I think. And that'll be perfect. That'll be us done. Put that there. Fantastic there. So that was quite an experience. I'm gonna have to look and see what else we can get going with that over the future, but we'll leave that there for now until the reps arrive and have a quick chat with those guys, and then once we're all done, we're jumping back into the case here. We're going to head back over to Sandy Bay, and yeah, we've got a few things to sort out there before the team are ready to go tomorrow as well. So we'll leave it here for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't, you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit this like button, smash that subscribe button to Simulation for the Nation, who kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you all next time. Until then, though, have yourself a great day, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll see you later.